Whether you love it or hate it, Bitcoin is part of the global financial world. But you don't need Bitcoin to raise a cow. You don't need Bitcoin to build a car. So how do you get people that are in all the various aspects of life, doing all the various things that they do, interested in Bitcoin? There is one main way, and it is the de facto main way that basically everybody even pays attention to Bitcoin at all in the first place. Nico, on episode 824 of the live show, said it the best way that I've heard it said. People get into Bitcoin for one reason only. I'll let him say it.
Actually, one of the things that has helped me orange pill as many people as possible, it hasn't been me saying that Bitcoin's better money. It hasn't been me saying like, oh, look, separate money from state. It hasn't been me saying, it's a deflationary currency, blah, 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 blah. You know what's been the biggest converter of people? You plant the seed, you say Bitcoin, right? They ignore you for like a couple of years. Then 2-3 years later pass, number goes up, and all of a sudden you get that text from that friend that you haven't talked to in a long time. And he's like, hey, about that Bitcoin thing. NGU is the biggest converter of people. It is the biggest orange pillar.
Nico is speaking straight facts right there. Number go up. That is, without a doubt, the number one reason people get interested in Bitcoin. And that's no surprise. When money is one of the most fundamental parts of our lives, it makes perfect sense that the biggest thing that people are going to wonder about Bitcoin is it going to improve my monetary standing in the world? Is it going to help me out? You're telling me that it's a good idea, but is it actually a good idea? It doesn't matter if you're deep in Camp A, already know about Bitcoin, understand why it's the most important thing in the world, or in Camp B, vaguely aware of Bitcoin all the way to maybe somewhat interested in it. No matter what your questions are, the fine ladies and gentlemen over the Bitcoin Way can unquestionably answer your questions. Schedule a free, that's right, you heard me, free 30-minute consultation call and get any questions you have about Bitcoin answered. Imagine if this eyeglass cleaning cloth was discovered a few years ago, and people are only interested in eyeglass cleaning cloths for how well they clean eyeglasses, which would make sense. The only thing that you're going to want to know is how well does this clean your eyeglasses? Does it clean it pretty well? Well, then why get that one? Why should I invest in this one? Why don't I just get another one? Does it clean it really well? Or does it clean it the best that anything has ever cleaned an eyeglass before? If it's that, well then yeah, you're probably going to be interested. So it doesn't matter if this can clean your feet really well. It doesn't matter if it feels really good on your skin. It doesn't matter if it smells really nice. It doesn't matter if you can stay warm with it. Those are going to be additional qualities that you don't care about at all. You're interested in an eyeglass cleaning cloth for how well it cleans your glasses. And that's it. And so if anybody's talking about, oh, this eyeglass clean cloth, it smells wonderful. Who cares how well it smells? You want it to clean your eyeglasses. So when you're talking about money, the world's best money that has ever existed, Bitcoin, then it better prove that to some way that you can understand. So I don't get upset at people that are interested in number go up. So to that point, let's talk about the number go up. This one is from Forbes Advisor. Bitcoin price prediction. Can Bitcoin reach $1 million by 2025? The answer is yes. Yes, it absolutely can reach $1 million by 2025. It could reach $1 million by tomorrow. Will it reach $1 million by tomorrow? I don't know. I don't personally think so, but it could. There's so many possibilities that could happen at any given moment, but we have no idea when these things will happen. So let me get back to the article. The largest cryptocurrency in the world, Bitcoin, has lost approximately 65% of its market value in the entire last year. Crypto enthusiasts were caught off guard by a series of unpredictable events, such as the Terra Luna crash, FTX fall, and macroeconomic conditions. That's to my point that I was just talking about. We have no idea what is coming down the pipeline. We have no clue what the SEC will approve or not approve, or what BlackRock's going to do, or Fidelity this, or what's going to happen over in that country over there. Nobody knows. Now, the article goes back and forth about why things could go up and why things could go down. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of these people, the chart bros that are up there, they're pointing to this and they're just drawing lines. And I typically don't pay attention to the chart bros because I don't, for one, understand what they're saying. And two, doesn't really matter. If it was as easy as boiling water, following these charts is what I mean, then everybody would be doing it. Oh, hey, if you can boil water, then you can make $1 million following these charts. Just do. And you see, draw this line. It's as easy as that. But it's not as easy as that. It's a bunch of guesswork. It's astronomy for dudes in their mid-30s. I don't know what it is. It's a bunch of nonsense as far as I can tell. I know I just got done finished saying that I don't really pay attention to the chart bros, but I saw this chart and it was put up by a dinosaur with bunny ears, so I definitely had to take a look at this. Bitquant here, at Bitqua, says, no, Bitcoin is not going to top before the halving. Yes, it's going to reach a new all-time high before the halving. I'm going to put words in the dinosaur's mouth and say that it's going to reach 70 before the halving. Now, that's not me. That's not my prediction. That's this. That is above the 69 that we saw. That would be above the previous all-time high. Now, the dinosaur continues by saying, no, Bitcoin is not going to 160K because the magnitude of every pullback is large. This means it will peak after the halving in 2024. And yes, the target price is around 250K. And here's a chart for whatever that's worth, and you can see here we're down near the 26,500, which is, as of this recording, pretty much exactly where we're at. And then Dinosaur says it's going to go up to about 75 sometime before the halving. Then we're going to be pullback and then buck up here to over 100, then a bit of a pullback back down to, it looks like 90 or something like that, and then climb to the all-time high of, the dinosaur's got it marked here at just shy of 250K. Will that actually happen? Remains to be seen. There is so much that is unknown. I don't even know what shirt I'm wearing tomorrow. But we get to the bottom line here, and among the myriad predictions on Bitcoin, the bottom line remains that Bitcoin has seen several downfalls and has emerged stronger than before each time. Its resilient nature instills a belief of sorts in the minds of crypto enthusiasts who find value investing in decentralized currencies. Whether Bitcoin soars higher or turns to dust is something only time can tell. And trading Bitcoin should be done with full awareness your investment will not necessarily give you the anticipated returns. And that's a great point there. And this brings me back to what I was talking about, what Nico talked about. Number go up is what might get you into that first camp. That camp A, more interested in what's going on. Hey, it looks like there's a big party over here. A bunch of people are talking about this thing. I saw the price going up. I too would like to be a part of that party. But then once you have crossed that fence, once you are there and you hear people talking, you will, whether you like it or not, start to discover many of the other aspects about Bitcoin. All of the myriad things that it offers and brings to the table, and why a fundamentally different approach to money across the world is a much better way to do things, period. Maybe now that I've piqued your interest in why Bitcoin could possibly hit $1 million, check out this video right there, where I point to some experts that say $1 million Bitcoin is actually bearish.